The 2026 Jets schedule is out. We have it, and we're here to discuss it with none other than our Jets beat writer, Brian Costello, and my guy, Frankie Vittarini from U Stadium. I'm Ryan Sampson. Welcome to Gangs All Year. Fellas, it's officially like football feeling time. This gets people pumped up, especially us dumb Jets fans when we look at a schedule, even though Kaz will be like, guys, you've known the opponents for how many months now, and now you're getting pumped up because they just put out the dates. But before we get to any of that, I'll start with Kaz. How you doing, man? We got to finally schedule. What's this feel like now that we have 2026 to look forward to?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I can't believe what this schedule release has become from what it used to be. It just used to kind of just come out and that was it. But I understand like the excitement of seeing the order, and not just the names and start playing the win-loss. I don't know if you guys are old enough for Mike and the Mad Dog.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Mike and the Mad Dog used to sit there and go, give him a win, give him a loss. October, gonna be cold, windy, give him a loss.
Oh, they're going to Denver. They're going to Denver. A mile high. Give him a loss. Give him a loss.
Yeah, that was a great segment. So I get it. And yeah, now you can start thinking about Tennessee, right? That's going to be where the focus is for the next few months, probably.
Yeah, look, fellas, I want to dive into this schedule. Week one, obviously, is something we want to talk about real quick, but just from a bird's eye view, guys, I always like to ask you, what are you thinking right now? Is there any tough parts, easy parts? What's the part of the schedule that really has you intrigued for the Jets in 2026?
The NFC North weeks 2 through 4,
Yeah.
right? Those are three really good teams. Obviously, the Packers and the Bears were in the playoffs last year. The Lions weren't, but the Lions, I think everyone expects the Lions to be a playoff contender this year, if not more. So you get that stretch. And I feel like every year the Jets have this stretch to start a season where it's just the NFL just does them no favors, and then the Jets end up in a hole, and they end up trying to dig themselves out of this hole. And so you look at that, you go Tennessee, Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago. If they're 2-2 after that, I think you're feeling pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, on cloud
More
nine.
likely they're 1-3.
Yeah.
Right. So, and now you're starting to talk about, 20% of the teams in NFL history have made the playoffs that started the season 1-3, like that. We do all that stuff. So that's what really jumped to me when I looked in terms of tough stretches. I think there's an easy stretch in October, beginning in November, where they get, I think 3 out of 4 is Browns, Dolphins, Raiders. I think the Patriots are in there too, but the 3 out of 4 winnable games, you'd think. And then overall, guys, I know we're talking about this, but no primetime games. So when you look at it from the beat writer perspective,
Here it is.
So like, what you try to look at, like, what are the night games? What are the top deadline games? Am I going to be home on Thanksgiving? Am I going to tell the wife I'm flying on Christmas Eve? Like, this is real life. This is it affects my life. So that's kind of what you're doing. And so it was like, 1:00, 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm actually, a few of those games are a little helpful. They used to, like, when my son was playing football on Sundays, it was nice. So now I'm glad this didn't happen a few years ago when he was playing football on Sundays, because there's going to be no Sundays off here.
I can't tell you the last time, guys, where I've looked at a Jet schedule and saw Sunday. I mean, they are no short weeks, no extra rest besides the bye week. It is just straight up, here's your traditional Sunday NFL football schedule. Frankie, what did you make of the schedule when you first saw it, man?
Well, I always look at the quarterback matchups. So I want to look at this schedule and say, are there any bad quarterbacks on this schedule? Maybe 2. Cleveland, and then Minnesota,
Miami,
depending upon who
Malik
wins.
Willis.
Yeah, I think Malik Willis is
Raiders.
pretty good, though. Raiders, but they're going to have Cousins or Mendoza. But yeah, 2, 3, maybe 4 tops.
Cardinals,
yep, that's another one. But I look
He
at
loves
this.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yes, I do love Jacoby. I wish we got him, man. He should be playing here, not Geno Smith. What are we doing? But it's a tough schedule. I think week 1 is the one that I'm looking at, not because it's the closest thing we got to football, but it's I think the most important game on their entire schedule, because it sets the tone. If you lose at Tennessee, they're going to come down on Aaron Glenn. The spiraling will begin. And then you got Green Bay. Then you're at Detroit.
Well, that's the
then you're
gauntlet
at
Kaz was just
Chicago.
talking
Yeah,
about,
it's the gauntlet Kaz was just talking about. Ryan, yeah, you can predict. You could be the craziest Jet fan in the world. You can't sit here. And I tried to just 20 minutes ago look at Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago and say, can I put together a win here? Can I put together? No, I can't. I'm not going to be delusional. Maybe Green Bay because it's a home game, but we're not particularly good at home. So, yeah, I mean, it's not like I mean, if we were.
Michael Parsons won't be playing, right?
Michael Parsons won't be playing. They're 0-5, I think, with Micah not playing. I saw that stat. But, guys, this is not an easy schedule. But you know what? That's how it is. And if the Jets and Aaron Glenn want to start building something, this is a little bit of a gauntlet overall, I think. I agree with Kaz in terms of things lighten up when you have Cleveland, Miami, and Vegas. But, you know, at the end of October. But this is the kind of stuff that a young team, I think, needs to build some character. Kaz, we always speak about culture. I think these kids are going to have to come in here. They're going to play against some quality opponents, against some quality coaches. I mean, go through this entire list. There's some quality coaches out there, like there always are usually. Yeah. But this will potentially build something for the Jets that I think will bode well for where they want to be in 2027.
Well, I do want to start again, like you just talked about week one. Kaz, it felt like when I saw the leak of Jets versus Titans, Robert Saleh facing his old team, it's like the NFL can't help themselves, you know? Like we got to have Robert Saleh with his new NFL team as a head coach again and his new shiny toy in Cam Ward to face off against his former team. He's got a bunch of former Jets and Giants players on the team. Brian Dable is his offensive coordinator. I mean, this is just a huge, like, here we go. NFL knows what they're doing. There's so many good storylines here. So what'd you make when they decided to go with Robert Saleh and the Titans facing the Jets week one?
Yeah, it seemed too obvious, guys. And like at the owners meeting, somebody told me like, no, we're not going to do it. Like it's not going to happen. So I like, but you know, obviously the schedule is very fluid and changes a lot, but it seemed like they weren't inclined to do it. But like this is now like how many of these games have we watched, right? Like last year was Rodgers versus the Jets, Darnold versus the Jets in 2021, right? And then if you go way back, Revis versus the Jets in 2013.
Throwback, I remember.
The NFL likes doing this with the Jets. So it's going to be a fun storyline. You know, but I think what Frankie hit on is the much bigger storyline with that game is this is a winnable game, right? The Titans were bad last year. The Titans have a totally new coaching staff. They shouldn't be running, you know, full speed in week one. Can the Jets get a win there? I think the Jets are looking at it as a winnable game, and I'm sure in Tennessee right now, when they're dissecting the Titans schedule, they're going, "Well, the Jets in week one, that should be a winnable game." So, but it's going to be big in terms of just setting the tone. And I saw something today. The Jets haven't won an opener on a Sunday since 2015.
Whoa, 11 years, Kaz?
Well, they won two Monday night openers, right?
That's
They
right.
won the Aaron Rodgers. They won the Aaron Rodgers game, which didn't feel like a win.
Yeah.
And they won the Sam Darnold's debut.
Sam Darnold debut in Detroit
On Monday night, but they haven't won on a Sunday since Bull's first year.
Well, isn't this kind of turning out to maybe be a year like 2015? Aren't we getting some 2015 vibes, guys? Come on.
You're going to make me do it, aren't you?
No, I mean, the look on your face when he said that, looked like you saw a ghost in the studio. I mean,
one of the keys to 2015, Frankie, was that schedule was incredibly easy. And they got a really easy schedule that year.
Did they? I don't recall. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a very easy schedule that year. Yep. So they played a down NFC East that season.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. We did.
Coughlin's last year. Tony Romo got hurt. They were really the Eagles weren't the Eagles at that point yet, right? That was the end of the Chip Kelly era.
Right. Yes, you are right.
They had a really, I think they played the AFC South too, and the Colts were good. And they stunned the Colts in week 2. It was a big win, but the rest of them weren't that good. And so it was a much easier schedule. So I don't see a repeat of 2015 right now.
Where is this all coming from that the Jets a few days ago or a week ago were gonna have the bottom 10 easiest schedule in terms of strength of schedule? This schedule does not look like that. I know they're going by.
Doesn't look like it. You're right. I mean, I think so. I think Warren Sharp did that based on Vegas over unders.
Yeah.
So you got to remember, like the Dolphins, they get the Dolphins twice, which they're low. The Cardinals are really low. The Titans are low.
Raiders are
So they
low.
do have some.
Yeah,
They do have some. And then yeah, they have some teams that have really low over-unders.
got it. Yeah.
If we're going by over-unders for the New York Jets, according to DraftKings, currently their over-under is 5.5, according to DraftKings, for wins-losses this year.
Ooh,
Do we think we can play the win-loss game and get them over 5.5 wins?
you really want to do this?
I do, because I think it'd be fun, and we always like to go back, and obviously you guys still have that clip of me for last year, how embarrassing it was that I gave him so many damn wins.
10-7.
10-7. Kaz will never forget that one.
Kaz will
Never let me forget that one.
Kaz will bring it up on a random show too to you. He'll put it in your face.
Justin Fields 10-7. Can we get them to 6, Ryan?
That's what I'm asking you.
I think you can get them to 6.
All right, so let's get it rolling here. Week 1 at the Titans. I'll go with you, Kaz, first. Do they win that game?
Well, am I trying to get them to 6? Like I'm being optimistic here?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm being optimistic, yeah, I go with the win for the Titans game. Man.
Frankie?
I'm going with a loss, guys.
Okay. Kaz, week 2, home to the Packers without Micah Parsons.
No.
Loss.
I
have a loss for them as well. By the way, I do have them beating the Titans week 1. Frankie, Packers home.
I'm going to go with a W, baby.
Wow, okay. All right.
I think they're going to,
without Micah Parsons.
Without Micah Parsons, they're going to have to feel out what they did in week 1 in that L to Tennessee, and I think they get a win there.
Okay, week 3 at the Lions, Kaz.
Loss.
I'm going to give them a loss.
Likewise.
Okay. Kaz, let's go to week 4 in the middle of this gauntlet now. They're at the Bears in Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going loss there too, guys, which this will probably be the Jets' final visit to Soldier Field, I would think.
Yeah. He's got them starting 1-3. I'm going to give them a win. I think they beat the Bears.
All right.
I don't know why. I have to give them a win. They go 2-2 in the first 4 games.
I think I'll be going back to Chicago that weekend. It's my cousin's birthday.
Okay.
Going back to Chicago. I'm going to give them a loss.
Okay. I don't blame you. Week 5, Kaz, against the Browns. Home.
Win. There you go. There's 2.
I give them a win there as well.
I'm with you guys there.
Drive for 6.
All right.
Yes.
Week 6 at the Patriots.
Loss.
I got a loss for them as well. Frankie?
I do think the Pats will have a down year, but I'm going a loss there.
In New England, tough game there. Yeah. They gave a run for the money on Thursday Night Football last year with Justin Fields against the Patriots in New England. Week 7, home versus the Dolphins, Kaz. They get the Dolphins early on in week 7.
Yeah, win. That's a win. 3 wins.
Okay, I have them a win.
Halfway there.
I got them with a win as well. I actually have them at 4-3 right now. Frankie?
I have that game as a loss.
Okay. Let's go to week 8. Home versus the Raiders. They're not going to Las Vegas. The Raiders are coming to the East Coast. Guys.
Win.
Okay. No matter what, if it's Mendoza or Cousins, you're saying that's a win.
Yeah, win. Yeah, they can beat Kirk Cousins. They beat Kirk Cousins last year.
They did. Yes, they did. Frankie.
I'm going to agree with that.
Okay, I'm going to give them a loss to the Raiders. All right, let's go to week 9 at the Chiefs. Kaz.
I will go loss in Arrowhead, Ryan. I'm going to go there. I think Mr. Mahomes will be back.
I agree. Frankie?
L.
All right, now let's go to week 10, fellas. They're going to be playing the Bills for the first time in week 10. Home this time. They're not going to the new stadium yet. Week 10, Kaz, home against the Bills.
Loss.
I agree. Loss.
With you guys.
All right. Now let's go to week 11 at the Chargers, going across the country, their first big road trip. Kaz.
Yeah, I'll go loss.
I agree.
In Los Angeles.
That's a tough one. Harbaugh, they got a ton of weapons on that team. That's going to be a tough game against the Chargers. Frankie?
Yeah, I'm going to go loss, and we'll be having the same discussions at Thanksgiving that we've been having about the Jets.
Well, before they get to the bye week in week 13, they do go to Miami in week 12, Kaz. So what do you have them going right there?
Wait, this is a tough one, Ryan. Do you guys know the last time the Jets won in Miami?
I do, because I read your piece about the schedule this today. Frankie, can you guess what?
Frankie, do you know?
Last time they beat the Dolphins in Miami.
Why do I remember Kaz saying 2017 or 18?
Further back, Frankie, 2014. It was Rex Ryan's last game as coach. Yeah, Geno Smith was the quarterback.
He was.
Interesting. Okay.
Talking about 12 years here before since the last time they won a game down there.
I'm gonna go win, Ryan. I'm gonna go win. That's gonna get me to 5. I gotta get 6 here somehow, so I'm gonna get to 5 here.
Geno in his hometown getting the win, huh? I'm gonna give them the loss there. They don't ever win in Miami. It's crazy. Like, they have bad luck down there. I know Geno's in his hometown, playing there in Miami, in Florida, close to his hometown. The Heat will probably get to him. I don't know. I don't think they get a win there. I think they split with Dolphins.
I think you guys are a little bit wrong on this, though. I don't think Geno's going to be the quarterback by that time.
Here we go. They're going to do it before the bye week?
They're going to have a guy who wore Miami colors being quarterback there. Mr. Cade Klubnik will be starting.
Tell me Frankie's on the Cade train.
We'll get to that in a little bit in this episode.
I'm going to go with a loss there, guys.
Okay, so
I hate giving so many L's.
At the bye week, Kaz has them as 1, 2, 3,
5.
4,
I have 5 wins.
5 wins. I have them 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. And Frankie has them at 1, 2, 3 wins. So in this scenario, Frankie, you would have them at 3 and 9 going into week 13, the bye. I'd have them at 4 and 8, and Kaz would have them at 5 and 7. Now, in Kaz's scenario, let's just say, Kaz, this plays out the way you have it right now. I wouldn't say Aaron Glenn is technically on the hot seat at 5 and 7 going to the bye week of week 13, right?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be. I think 5. That's it's respectable.
100%. But if he's going to the bye week like Frankie's scenario with 3 wins, I would say
he's in trouble.
He's in trouble going into that. All right.
The hot seat.
Now let's get to week 14, home against those pesky Broncos. We all remember how that went for Aaron Glenn in London against the Broncos and his former coach that he obviously worked under, and Sean Payton and his mentor. Kaz, what do you got the Jets doing there?
Broncos would be a loss.
I tend to agree there. The Broncos are a very good football team.
I'm going to say a win.
Oh,
That's the game that we get after Bo Nix. We're home. We got Bailey in the house now. Things are a little bit different out here on defense, so I think that's a game that they'll win.
How many years in a row is this for the Jets playing the Broncos, Kaz? It feels like we play them every year.
Since 2020. It's been every year since 2020.
6 straight years of playing the Broncos.
So this will be 7.
Seven.
This
is wild.
Yeah.
Week 15 at the Cardinals, facing old friend Mike LaFleur.
Here's my 6th win, Ryan. There it is. 6 wins. Ding, ding, ding,
I like it. I like it.
Oh, come on.
I give them a win as well against the Cardinals. Cardinals are tanking for that number 1 pick.
Loss. We don't win in Arizona. Are you kidding me? We're going to travel cross country with LaFleur wanting to stick it to us.
Cardinals are bad.
Yeah, so are we.
Week 16, home against.
This is optimistic time, Frank.
It's too early. Maybe in like a month or 2.
Week 16,
not warm yet.
Home against the Patriots, Kaz.
Loss.
I'm going to give them a loss as well. Patriots are a very good football team.
I'll go loss also.
Okay, week 17. Home against the Minnesota Vikings. This game will play on Sunday, January 3rd in the new year.
Yeah, I feel like now we could be in Klubnik territory. I'm gonna say loss to the Vikings.
Frankie?
That's my last win of this season.
You give them a win over the Vikings?
Oh yeah.
I'm giving them a loss. I
think they'll beat the Vikings like I think they'll beat Denver too.
I like the pieces we've added on defense, but I don't see how we keep up with stopping Kyler Murray and the wide receivers and Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
They like to hold on to the ball a little long.
They do.
Those guys, even I think our pass rush.
The question at this time of the year is who's playing, right?
That is true. Yeah, it's impossible.
Think about last year.
Yeah, true.
Think about last year, right? Like you didn't know who the guys were that were on the field at the end of the season.
You're right.
So are they like that, or do they have the guys we're envisioning right now are still playing at that point of the season?
I mean, they've completely reshaped this defense and taken a lot of the Robert Saleh era players off, and they've put a lot of the Aaron Glenn mold type players onto this defense. You would hope that those guys are still playing this late into the season. Obviously, injuries, whatnot, and who's played into a more of a starter role, who's earned more playing time. It's certainly fascinating. And then Week 18, Kaz, they close up again in Buffalo at the new stadium. What do you got them doing?
Yeah, they're losing there, right? Like they haven't won in Buffalo since 2019, and I don't see that changing right now.
I got them losing that game as well.
Same.
All right, so Kaz, you have them with a total of 6 wins, going 6-12. 1 and
6 and 11.
6 and 11.
6 and 11.
Sorry, 6 and 11. 6 and 11, 1 and 5 after the bye week, which is not great. I have them going 1 and 5 after the bye week as well, but I have them going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins total. So I have them going 5 and 12. And Frankie, you have them rattling off a couple wins here at the end with 1, 2,
I have 5 and
3,
12
4,
too.
5 and 12 as well. So that would be right under the 5.5, and then Kaz has them right above 5.5. So we both have them, according to Vegas, right at that 5.5 range, if it makes sense in the way this season would go to the schedule. But obviously, this is always fun playing this game. It never works out that way.
Our listeners are not going to be happy with us.
No, they're not.
Because I did a Spaces a few weeks ago, and they were asking me about 10 or 11 wins.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's a lot of optimism post-draft in Jets Nation here. So,
well,
everyone expects negativity from me, and I'm the one that had the highest win total. Like, you guys are supposed to be the ones bringing the positivity here.
Can I say something about that, Kaz? Because I've been thinking about this, why we're more negative about the Jets going into this year. Because of the lame duck coach that is Aaron Glenn. And because of how bad it looked last year. I understand they incorporated and imported a lot of nice, talented players onto this team, you would hope, through the draft and through free agency. But I'll say this. Geno Smith still was not a good quarterback last year. I understand the situation was not great. I'm not trusting in Geno Smith to be a above average starter at this point. I would say he'll be that average. He's going to turn the ball over a bunch. But everyone's looking forward, Kaz, into that 2027 class and what this quarterback class could be. And they're all hoping that the Jets don't have a very successful season because it only hurts their chances at finding their future quarterback. I know it's silly, but at least that's, I think, where I'm coming from, and I think you're coming from. And I think a lot of Jets fans feel that same way, Kaz.
Kaz, let me say one thing, too, and Ryan. The one thing with Geno Smith is this, and you look at, the combination of head coach and quarterback, right? We know about Glenn. No one's too optimistic about, the head coach. That is Aaron Glenn. But put that to the side. Let's talk about Geno Smith. The offensive coordinator that's going to be calling plays for Geno Smith, Frank Reich, when he was calling plays for Bryce Young, he likes to let his quarterback stay in the pocket a little long. That's why he likes the tall guys. He wants them to stay and go through, wait till routes develop. They need somebody, if they're going to call plays, that's going to want their quarterback to get the ball out early and do creative things. I think Frank Reich's going to want Geno to do some traditional things at quarterback. Is the O-line ready to handle that kind of pressure of having to hold up? Geno likes to hold on to the ball already. I could see that potentially, that not being a good match right there between Geno, who has a problem holding the ball too long already, and Frank Reich, who runs a more traditional style of offense, wants those, routes to develop. I don't think that'll work. I think they're going to need somebody next year or in a year and a half, 2 years, that's going to do a lot of creative things with these weapons that you talked about, these talented guys. Get them the ball out fast. Get the ball out to them so they can do things because they're fast. And I think that's the real strategy of what the Jets should do offensively. I don't know if Frank Reich, what is he? He's going to be 64, 65. The OC game it's a young man's game right now, man. Nothing against you, Kaz.
Frankie. Ageist Frankie.
Huh?
Your ageism.
Ageism. It's horrible.
Yeah. I mean,
ageism.
All right. I mean, I'm not the youngest guy in the world, by the way.
Andy Reid's not that young.
Yeah, that's true.
Nope.
Andy Reid's an outlier, though.
Okay.
As an OC or as a play caller, I mean, that's like a once in a lifetime kind of.
Do you understand the sentiment though we're saying, Kaz, about like we're not we're all looking, really the focus has never been so much about, hey, 2026 we'll see what happens, but really we're all focused on that 2027.
I guess I sensed after the draft that kind of shifted, Ryan. I felt like after the draft there was a lot more optimism about 2026, and I felt that was kind of shifted a little bit. But yeah, I understand that sentiment.
Yeah. So look, speaking of the pieces, we didn't get to talk to you yet. Breece Hall. The Jets got the deal done before training
Yeah.
camp, before OTAs, really. Were you surprised that they got the deal done so quickly? And what did you make of the contract? 3 years, $43.5 million for Breece Hall. He's staying.
Yeah, I was surprised from Breece's perspective. I thought he would hold on longer to see if Bijan got a contract, see if Gibbs got a contract. Obviously, HN got one after Breece. Like, I thought his camp would wait a little longer and see if those deals changed the market before he did the deal. So I was surprised Breece did it as early as he did. I wasn't surprised the Jets did it. I knew they wanted to do it, but yeah, I think it's a good deal for the Jets. I think $29 million. I mean, it's really a 2 year, $29 million, and let's see the third year. I think that's a good deal. I think Breece is a valuable piece of this offense. He's the one guy, he's the one home run hitter that they have that can, turn a 5 yard pass into a 50-yard gain. So I thought the deal made a lot of sense for them, and obviously Breece gets some security and gets a nice payday.
Kaz, somebody said this, and I think it's so true. The Breece Hall deal is basically like two franchise tags back to back that you just short
Yeah,
up. Right? It literally is
yeah,
14.24. That's it. You franchise
yeah.
him twice, 2 years for 2 years, and that's it. Nothing's guaranteed in year three, which I think is pretty much what you're looking at. If he outperforms
Yeah,
that deal, yeah.
and it's less than the actual two franchise tags would be, right? Because if you franchised him again next year, it jumps the number
You're
jumps
right.
up to I
Maybe
forget the
16,
formula,
7. Yeah.
but it's a lot bigger percentage of what the running backs make, and so yeah, so that from the Jets' perspective,
Yeah.
that's a good deal, and yeah, and Breece gets two franchise tags basically instead of one, and I'm sure in Breece's mind, he'll be what 27 years old, and that if they cut him
Yep.
after 2 years,
Yep.
and he'll be able to get another payday before he's 30 years old, so
Yeah, he's turning
it
25
makes
at the
sense.
end of the month, May 31st. Brees will
Yeah.
turn 25 years old. I think it's also a nice, again, I know that they traded away Quinnen and they just traded away Sauce after giving him an extension. But again, I think it's always good to reward your guys, especially the ones that, you truly believe in, that have shown signs. Again, I feel like we haven't fully unlocked Brees. I know that's crazy
We
to say.
haven't.
We
Yeah.
say it every season, but I would really love to see Frank Reich and Geno Smith just get him the ball more in space. And like you said, Kaz, be that home run hitter.
Did you see Breece's
Yeah,
first
throw him
year,
the ball.
guys?
Throw him the ball.
Throw him the
100%.
ball, yeah. Kaz, remember Breece's first year? I put on some tape, I was watching YouTube highlights of him his first year. He was almost averaging 6 yards a carry before he
crazy.
went down.
Yeah.
He was looking like the best running back in
know.
football. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, and they just haven't felt like they've ever utilized him in the pass game correctly.
no.
And even like last year in training camp, it looked like they were going to, and it didn't happen. I think that was largely because of Justin Fields. But we'll see now if Gino and Frank Reich can do it properly. I mean, he had a ton of catches. It was 2023, right? I think he had over 60 catches, and he was a huge part of the offense that year. And so I think, yeah, I agree with you that we haven't. It feels like you're always left wanting more, and I don't think that's Breece's fault. I think that's been what's been around him.
Yeah, in 2023, Brees had 76 catches for 591 yards,
Wow.
4 touchdowns,
Yeah,
and it's gone down steadily since then. So, like you said,
yeah.
hopefully with the improvement at the quarterback room, they can get the ball to Brees. I'm happy to see the Jets reward Brees. He deserved it. Let's flip this real quick, Kaz, before I let you go. Klubnik, I mean, the aura from Breece Hall, he's saying this kid's got aura. I see you guys tweeting, hey, he's pretty accurate against, air, and there's not really much defense he's going up against. Well, what did you make of your early impression of Cade Klubnik getting his first workouts in with the Jets?
Yeah, look, I think Frankie was playing linebacker and he was throwing the ball over his head. So, no offense to the trial players that were at Jets camp, but yeah, he like look, like again, this is take it with a grain of salt, but he did throw an accurate ball. Like it wasn't like he was scatter shot all over the place because there's been a few of those through the years that have come through here. So he was delivering nice passes. And then the more impressive part, guys, for me was the interview. When he talked to us, like he just kind of has an it factor to him, and like you felt it. Like you felt like this is a alpha leader quarterback. This kid's been a quarterback his whole life. He's been the dude, in a lot of like Westlake High School, which is a real place, and Clemson, which is a real place, and he's he's got that to him. Like you could just feel the leadership coming off of him as he was talking. So what's that worth? I don't know, but it was impressive to see right now, and I think he's going to be better than James Morgan to throw out a fourth round pick of the past, and some of these other guys who've come through who've been day 3 quarterback picks. Feels like there's a chance. I would think he'd be the number 3 this year. I think that they signed someone else at some point, but maybe he's got a shot at being number 2 if he has a really good summer.
I'll say this about Klubnik, right? I'm not his biggest fan in the world. I'm not, but I'll say this. He's almost played in 50 games. He's had over 10,000 passing yards in his career, over 70 touchdowns at a 64% completion percentage. The guy has played a lot of football. So if you're looking for a backup to compete or at least know how to run the playbook, and that sometimes will help. You think that won't help some of these tight ends? They might end up putting Sadiq in some packages with Klubnik and camp just to get him moving in like Mason Taylor roles to teach him how to read soft zones. Having a guy like Klubnik just helps everything in that quarterback room. He's got the experience.
But
yeah.
I think you're going to see him a lot in the preseason games.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I think Gino's probably not going to play much in the preseason games. I'd be surprised if he did. So I think you'll see a lot of Klubnik in the preseason games. We'll see who else is in the room at that point. But I also, like Frankie, to that point, he kind of said, it's one thing to talk about like a 2-minute drill. It's another, like, he's played in the college football playoff games. He's played in ACC championship games. He's played Clemson, LSU, you know what I mean? Like he's played in some big time college football games, and that's going to help him. Like when we talked about Simpson all the time from Alabama, 15 starts, 15 starts. This is the opposite. He's got a ton of experience. So that part of it should come fairly easily to him. Is now just going to be learning the NFL game.
Could not agree more with both of you. Certainly impressed with his answers to you guys when you guys were talking to him. It's an impressive young man, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he competes in training camp. If he could compete for that backup quarterback job, we'll see if the Jets address that quarterback position even further. Obviously, we got the addition of Tim Patrick as a wide receiver. They add depth to the wide receiver room. So the Jets are trying to build this roster together and make some more depth, I would say, to have more competition and have more just overall better roster. Kaz, we appreciate you, man. Thank you, as always, for doing the win-loss game with us. We're looking forward to your coverage throughout the next couple months as OTAs start ramping up, and then we'll get mini camp, and then we're going to be right before you know it, training camp. But obviously, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, follow Mr. Costello on Twitter, and for more of his coverage on Post Sports Plus. Let us know, Jets fans, what do you think? How many wins? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Are we terrible picking this? Leave us a comment below on the YouTube video. And as always, go Jets.